What's going on, everybody? I got Rob Reich here, and Rob's been a part of Hydra for over a year now and has been able to scale his agency. So I'm super stoked to have him here with us today. Welcome, Rob. Appreciate the time, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Happy to be here.
No doubt. So, just for everyone watching, would you mind giving just a couple notes on who you are, what you do, who you sell to?
Yeah. So I run Maverix Design, and so what we do primarily is we work with local contractors, and we are bringing them more jobs to them, making them dominate locally for their service, and we do that through multiple different platforms: website, SEO, meta ads, local service ads.
Sweet, sweet. And when you joined us, where were you in terms of revenue? And then where have you grown to as of today?
When I first started Hydra, we were just under at 20K monthly. And then this year we're getting up to 50K a month.
Sweet, sweet. So more than doubled the business.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Mhm.
And what was kind of the moment for you in your agency journey where you were like, okay, I think it's actually time to go find outside help growing this thing?
Um, when I started burning a lot of hours trying to figure it out on myself, by myself, and mentorship or coaching or any type of community was always important to me. Um, but that's definitely something that I wanted to jump into because I've talked to a few different people in my space that they say the same thing of if you get paid to learn from someone else's mistakes or be around a community or have a group of people around you that have been through it before and have done it, you should definitely pay for that. That's definitely one of the best investments that you can take. And that's definitely why I jumped on and I spoke to you guys and everything seemed right. And here we are.
Yeah, no, for sure. So from that perspective though, a little bit more specifically, what were the problems that you were facing at 20 where you were kind of spinning your wheels?
Um, I would say lead generation. It was a lot of word of mouth, a lot of local. And when I did say local, it was like in my town and in my county.
Yeah.
And then most of my lead generation was me calling numbers on the side of trucks, like service trucks, and basically selling them on the first call or selling um, the front desk admin on why they need a website or how we can improve their business. And definitely a more bootstrap, like scrappy approach. But I knew that that wasn't scalable and I wouldn't be able to do that forever. So
Yeah.
that's where um, I definitely needed a hand in that. And then even the idea of bringing on a team and systems and things like that. I've always been a systems guy, but just having somebody look into my business and really walking alongside me and getting these systems down pat. That's another thing I was looking for.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. So, do you want to talk a little bit about the transition from going from like a more hand-to-hand combat style of getting clients to something more scalable? What did that ultimately end up looking like for you?
Um, yeah, so when we started doing a lot more outbound, like scalable outreach, just getting more at bats and more conversations, um, getting in front of the right people. I think that was a major piece, and I wouldn't have been able to do that without learning um, the different methods and different outbound approaches at a high level. So even with this community, I mean, we have some of the best email marketers, some of the best cold email meta ad experts, things like that. And just to even have them on just a Slack away or just a message away. We could jump on a call and ask them anything. Uh, that was a big piece too.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Um, in addition to that, what has been most effective for you in terms of attracting local clients?
Most predictably would definitely be paid ads. So meta ad is definitely something that I had messed with in the past, but definitely haven't fine tuned it um, until joining Hydra and partnering with this team.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. So if you were at 20K a month again, because I'm assuming a lot of people are going to be watching this around 20K a month
Mhm.
or around there, what would you go back and tell yourself to get right that you've learned now?
Definitely invest in yourself in the business. And then I would say, yeah, I think the biggest part is really figure out what you don't know
Mm-hmm.
quicker. And I think that's definitely something that a community like this does.
Mm-hmm.
Is you see other people that were in your position or have been in your position before, and you
Mm-hmm.
can really resonate with that. And then you can, like I said before, is you can really skip a few years by getting to learning from their mistakes. But the only thing I would tell myself then is uh, this is a no-brainer. Obviously, like invest in something like this.
Yeah, no, definitely appreciate those words. In terms of offer and positioning, though, right? When you came in, you were offering something different than you're offering the
Mhm.
marketplace now. Do you want to
Yeah,
talk a little bit about the pivots that you made and a little bit about why, and then the impact that that's had?
yeah, for sure. So as far as like offer and positioning, um, we were really marketing, and I mean typical agency or first timers where we were going to do everything for everybody. And then
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the first things that I did with Hydra is we really nailed down the niche and looked what was more profitable for me or what industry or niche that I liked working with the most. And that's where
Mm-hmm.
we landed on construction, local contractors, then even more recently is pool builders. And that's what we've been able to really find our groove and get my positioning centered around that offer and that industry that we can speak to them directly. So, and if we're in front of a pool builder, they know that that's all we do, and that's the only clientele that we work with.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. Talk to me a little bit about price. Has that changed for you at all throughout the journey?
Yeah, for sure. So price has definitely increased. Not even just the total offer and what we do, but even for the little things that we should be pricing for. And then really, since I was operating at a lower level and not getting in front of many clients or prospects, getting almost skittish on the pricing. Um, but as we're doing more paid ads and talking to more people and more higher level clients, that was made possible through positioning and our offer. That's where we felt more comfortable and started getting more yeses at a much higher price point.
Yeah. Yeah, no, makes total sense. Talk to me a little bit about the back end operations and how that's changed in going from 20 to 50K a month. Obviously, some pretty pivotal things change, so you can keep focusing on the front end of the business. But what does that look like for you?
Um, yeah, so before it was just a couple freelancers here and there that would help me out. Really trying to get buy-ins from freelancers is difficult,
Yeah.
but that's where I was able to truly build my team to what it is now. Have a couple full-timers and really have that structure around freeing up my time to where I'm no longer in fulfillment. I'm able to work on the business instead of in it. I think it
Mhm.
has been definitely pivotal, like you said, and then able to map out that structure. Hydra's definitely been a key player in that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And in addition to that, in terms of client retention, right? Ops and retention really go hand in hand. What does
Mhm.
that look like for you? Everything from offer change to ops, like has that had a positive impact on client lifetime value?
For sure. Yeah. So typically we don't have a high turn rate because we're able to position ourselves properly. We're not overselling or under delivering. Our offer is what it says it is. We're getting in front of the right people. It's not we're trying to do things out of scope or people that are in our ICP or not in our niche.
Hmm.
And I think that definitely helps us really zero in on our deliverables and our performance to where we're able to keep our clients for a long time. 6 months, 12 months. I mean, we have clients that have been 3, 4 years, 5 years. So that's definitely something that all of those together, I think, retention's name of the game, and that all plays hand in hand.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. If you were to give an agency owner, once again, around that 10, 20K a month mark, just a few things to kind of walk away with that you'd recommend every agency owner does, what would you say those things are?
Um, Invest in education. So whether that's coaching, mentorship, a community, definitely invest in those things first, and then go heavy into paid outreach. That would be my biggest thing. I've tried a bunch of different outlets, but paid media is one I was a little skeptical on, but for agency at least. But it's definitely been able to take my business work from where it was to where it's at now.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. I mean, there's power in being able to turn on and turn off the faucet as much as you
Yeah,
want, just as a functioning
100%.
widget. So
Hmm.
that's what's up, man. I'm super happy for you. Obviously, I feel
Nice.
like we have a completely different business than when we started to now, and it's been really,
100%.
really cool to see. Anything else that you want to share with people today?
Um, if you're thinking about it, just do it. That's definitely need to invest in something like this because in 6 months or 12 months you're gonna see people who did do it and wish that you were there, and then you definitely don't want to burn that time.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. And also, I will make the caveat is that whatever you do, whether you work with us or you work with someone else, implementation is king, and Rob is an implementer. He just goes and
That's right.
chops wood, carries water, gets it done, and
That's right.
that's equally important. Because would anything work that we talk about if you weren't actually doing the things?
No, not at all. There's definitely, I mean, you hear it all the time. There's no silver bullet. You definitely have to implement it. That's for sure. All the resources are there. All the sauce is there. You definitely have to go out and implement it yourself.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, I appreciate you spending some time with me today, Rob. Really
Of course.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
And
man.
we will catch you in the next video.